Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be talking. So, actually, last week, a couple weeks ago, the NFL announced their official approval of the 17-game season, regular season, and which means that the Seahawks had to have another opponent added to the schedule, which was already pretty tough. But they added a division winner from last year and a team that went 11-0 throughout the first 11 weeks of the season. The Pittsburgh Steelers will be facing the Seahawks. The Seahawks will be traveling to Pittsburgh at some point in the year. Do not know when, but it is official. It has been announced. The Seahawks are traveling to Pittsburgh. Mike, quick first thoughts. What do you think of immediately when you hear this game?
My first thought of is thank you, God, because the way they did it is they matched the division winners, the second place winners, the third, and we won the West. Steelers won the North. But I think whereas a team like the Ravens or the Browns are still really competitive in the North, playing the Rams and the Cardinals, I don't think the Steelers are very good. After they went 11-0, they just nosedived. Big Ben coming back is fantastic for us. They lost Bud Dupree, who was unarguably their second best pass rusher. TJ Watt is still a problem for sure, but I don't think this Pittsburgh team is anything special. I really think they were frauds last year. Honestly, they got absolutely smoked by the Browns. They lost one of their best cornerbacks. I'm very happy that we get to play Pittsburgh and not a team like the Chiefs or, the Bills or something like that. I'm really glad that we got matched up with the AFC North and we get to play the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I'm happy about it.
Obviously there's a couple bright sides to Pittsburgh. They have their defensive line with TJ Watt, Cam Hayward, Stephon Tuitt. That definitely scares me with, kind of our history of pass blocking. And there's also stuff like they still have a pretty good secondary, even without Steven Nelson, who they just lost. They still have a pretty good secondary, and after that, I'm not really concerned about this game. I mean, you're right. This is the absolute best matchup that we could have had in the AFC division winner circuit, because I think it came down either Kansas City, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, or Tennessee.
Tennessee would have been good too.
We're playing Tennessee anyways, so it couldn't have been them. Yeah. We're just playing them automatically. Right. So it was down to either Pittsburgh, Kansas City,
or Buffalo.
Two
Super Bowl contenders.
Absolutely potent. And then there's one that's just fallen off a cliff.
Yeah.
And we got the one that fell off a cliff. And we're not forgetting that the Steelers also lost Marquise Pouncey, their starting center for the last 10 years or whatever.
Yeah. I totally forgot about that. That's a big one.
And probably a Hall of Famer at center at the end of the day. I mean, think about it. He was pretty good. He was pretty good for a long time.
There's a case. You can make a case for sure. I wouldn't say for sure, but you can make a case for sure, yeah.
And then, their receiving core doesn't impress me that much. I mean, our secondary is not great, but their receiving core doesn't impress me. I mean, Juju.
I will say, Juju gets too much hate.
But he's overrated at the same time. It's weird. He's on this spectrum where he's he gets a little too much hate from everybody, but at the same time, he's pretty overrated.
Yeah. The thing is he was great as a number 2 when they had prime Antonio Brown. He was great, but he's not a number 1 guy. Chase Claypool, I do think, is pretty good.
He's going to get better probably too.
Solid. If he stops kicking people in the face, I think he could actually be pretty decent. If Antonio Brown would chill, if they would both chill on the TikTok dances, maybe they can catch some touchdowns. I don't know. But no, and their running game does not impress me at all.
Yeah, they're losing James Conner, who wasn't great anyways. And who's their starting running back? Jalen Samuels, maybe?
It's probably Benny Snell, I would guess.
Jalen
Samuel or Benny Snell, yeah.
And both are not amazing in any sense of the word.
And then we have Big Ben Roethlisberger, who we can make as many jokes as we want, but this podcast would go on for 30 minutes. So I'm just going to say he's not a good quarterback. He should not have come back.
He's not great.
When Steelers fans were upset that their starting quarterback came back, that's a major red flag. He's not good.
Yeah, he's
Hall of Famer. A Hall of Famer. But he's not good right now.
Yeah, he's really not a good quarterback. he's old. He doesn't really have much arm strength anymore. He kind of can't get the ball down there anymore. They also don't have an amazing O-line. Besides DeCastro, they lost Matt Feeler also, who's a pretty underrated left guard in the NFL.
Yeah.
They're going to lose Villanueva.
They're going to lose Villanueva, really? Wow.
Well, I mean, he's a free agent, and they haven't re-signed him, which tells me that
he's a quality left tackle. If they don't get him back, I would be really concerned if I was a Steelers fan, which I'm not, so I don't care. But
if I were to just check out like their free agents, I think they've lost Steven Nelson, who's another big loss.
That's really big. Yeah, he's probably their best corner.
Yeah, or he was pretty close. Pretty close. I'm once again, we talked about it. I'm really happy that we got this game and not anything else, because we really could have ended up with a Buffalo game.
Oof. And we saw how that went last year. Oof.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's who they've lost. Mike Hilton.
Quality corner. Very good pass rusher.
Yeah. They lost Sean Davis to Indianapolis. They got
corner.
Back Tyson Alualu.
Okay, he's pretty good. And
current free agents who played for them last year, Cameron Sutton,
Oof.
Villanueva, Vince Williams, and Avery Williamson.
Wow.
And Steven Nelson, who was previously cut. And guess who they signed?
Who? Nobody?
BJ Finney.
Oh, my God. Dude, I take it back. We're not winning. There's no way we win this.
There's no way. They have the GOAT. They're the best center of all time.
You're kidding me? BJ Finney? Oh, my God.
Bro. But anyways, like sarcasm aside.
The greatest first name in the history of sports.
Oh, nice. No, but like this game really matches up well. When I compare everything on paper, like look at it. Russ is better than Ben. Not even a competition.
Russ with like 2 limbs is better than Ben.
Russ could have no legs and be in a wheelchair, and he'd still be better than Ben. But then at running back, Chris Carson is better than Benny Snell.
Yes.
Kind of obvious. Then DK Metcalf is better than Juju Smith-Schuster.
Not only is he better than Juju Smith-Schuster, but his TikTok account is also better than Juju Smith-Schuster.
Also, another threat to Juju's legacy. Tyler Lockett is better than Chase Claypool.
Yes.
Gerald Everett and Eric Ebron are comparable.
Yeah.
The O-line with everything that Pittsburgh's lost is comparable.
Correct.
The D-line, in my opinion, Pittsburgh is better, but with our D-line and how we've gotten better and the depth, I wouldn't say that it's like a wild difference. They're probably better by like a tier.
This offseason, we've significantly closed the gap, but it's still Pittsburgh. They got TJ Watt, who's a superstar pass rusher.
And Cameron Hayward. I think
Cameron Hayward, who's really, really good.
Like,
They beat us at defensive line, but it's not like atrocious. It's a good margin, but it's not anything mountain. It's not a mountain.
Linebackers, we have Bobby and Jordan Brooks. We're better than Devin Bush coming off the 20.
That's not even counting potentially having KJ right back.
Yeah, potentially. Corners, they're better. I'll give them that. They're better at corner than us.
Safety,
we blow them out of the water. We have the best safety duo in the NFL. Cry me a river.
Special teams. Oh my God, you want to talk about special teams? Big Dixon Energy and Jason Myers.
Bro, I would like to see whoever's returning the ball for Pittsburgh stare down Michael Dixon throwing up a 70-yard boot. He catches the ball at the 1-yard line exactly, and then Nick Bellore, Cody Barton, and Ben Burkervin just come up right in front of him. That's what I want to see.
Don't forget Ryan Neal, man. Don't forget Ryan Neal. Come on.
Oh, Ryan Neal also.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
We have great special teams.
We really do.
I'm really used to us having bad special teams.
And yet none of them made the Pro Bowl. Or Nick made the Pro Bowl.
Nick and Tyler Ott.
And Tyler Ott. And then Jason Myers, who didn't miss a kick, didn't make the Pro Bowl. And Michael Dixon, who averaged like 67 yards a punt, didn't make the Pro Bowl. Fishy. I think that too many players make the Pro Bowl by default. They're like, no, we got to take some players out. They're like, no,
we got to take some players out. But no, honestly, this game. I don't even know if this game's gonna be close.
I'm going to
give it the knock of wood.
Every Seahawks game is close. We're probably going to win this game by 3 points, where we should have won it by like 30.
Yeah, we're probably going to be up by like 35 at half, and then
Yeah.
Pete's going to run the ball all second half, and
Mhm.
Pittsburgh's going to score like 30 unanswered, and then we're gonna win by
Russ
5.
with like 25 seconds left is just going to bail us out, drive us down the
Yeah.
field. It's probably going to happen.
That's if that happens, we want you to save this clip
Mhm.
and send it to the NFL to prove
Correct.
that
Correct.
we are the best.
That's just how Seahawks games go. This game isn't in prime time, is it?
I don't know. They actually haven't scheduled the games yet. Once they schedule, it's going to be.
It might actually be. Well, there's a lot of really good matchups. If they all take place during, again, we don't know the whole logistics of it. If all of these games take place week 17, there's no way this is a primetime game. There's absolutely no way. But if it takes place somewhere other in the year, because like you wouldn't want to have this.
I wouldn't be surprised if they made this week 1. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they made this week 1.
I don't.
I mean, just to say like, hey, it's the 2 division winners who both went 12-4 last year, dueling in week 1 on Fox at 4:25.
Oh yeah,
PM.
I gotta hype it up. Yeah. I just thought of something. Didn't DK Metcalf catch his first touchdown against the Steelers on that nice little 9 route? Oh, that was beautiful.
He did. I remember that game like it was yesterday. It's weird. Like,
dude, I have a great memory when it comes to Seahawks team. I can't remember, anything I learned in math a couple days ago. But I remember those Seahawks games from like 4 or 5 years ago. 2 years ago.
I remember I just want to say this, like one random Seahawks game that I remember. Do you remember the Carolina Seahawks? This Carolina versus Seattle, where it was in 2014? No, 2018.
Oh,
and David Moore had the deep post on the 4th down, and Russ threw it up, and he caught it.
It was 4th and 3. I remember that, and I'm like, why are you throwing deep on? Oh, never mind. Nope.
I was so mad. I saw him throw it up. I'm like, at least let it be Tyler. He's throwing it to freaking David Moore, who had like caught like 1 touchdown in his career up to that point. And
do you remember the Bradley McDougall interception in the back of the end zone? That was nice.
I remember that.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Who scored for us?
I mainly remember that game because Tyler Lockett did the AI step over celebration. And
yeah,
if you can name who kicked the game-winning field goal for us that game.
That was 2018. Who was our kicker that year? Wasn't Hauschka. Was it Walsh?
Sebastian Janikowski.
Seabass.
I totally forget that he was a Seahawk sometimes.
No, but it sucks. It sucks because he like broke his knee in like the playoff game, and then we lost by 2.
Yeah, that sucked. It was a bad way to end his career.
But, what a legend.
Before we go out on too much of a tangent, I just want to say that this game really matches up well for us. I think that like we almost sweep the board with them on position rankings.
And if it's them by a little bit. It's not them by anything significant. Like, we are significantly better at quarterback, running back, wide receiver, safety, linebacker. They're maybe a little bit better at defensive line, offensive line. And we're significantly better at
I'd say there was a decent margin at defensive line, but then in secondary, I mean, they have Joe Hayden, and, I mean, who's their other corner? They also lost Mike Hilton.
I don't even know who their other corner would be.
I'm not even going to look it up.
I don't even know.
I just don't care. Frankly.
I might want to look it back. Hold on. Steelers cornerbacks. I looked up Steelers cornerbacks, and it just came up Russell Wilson victims. Let me try it again. Hold on.
Oh, damn.
Steelers cornerbacks. Who do they have? Steelers depth chart. All right. Let's check it out. Defense.
It wouldn't be Cameron Sutton either because he left.
Justin Lane.
Oh, I know him. I've heard the name. Is it spelled Layne?
Yeah. Layne.
Yeah.
And they still have Cameron Sutton in the
nickel. Probably because it's not updated.
And they have James Peer.
It also says that they have Artie Burns. Artie Burns. Who?
No, he's a Bear. I'm pretty sure he's signed with the Bears.
No, he might have. I don't know. I'm not gonna freak out about too much.
Artie Burns signed with the Bears, so
yeah.
Anyways. We don't even have Artie Burns. Oh my gosh! Really quick before we move on, we're gonna lose this game, man. They have the Seahawks legend Cassius Marsh at outside linebacker.
Oh, that's crazy!
Oh my goodness!
Wow, I forgot about Cassius Marsh.
He was kind of weird.
Yeah,
I liked him though. He's a dog.
But anyways, we are gonna wrap this one up. Thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned on the podcast circuit. We're gonna have some big time draft talk coming up for y'all. And we will also break down the corners like we were just talking about.
Mhm.
So if you guys want to see that, stay tuned. Get wherever you get your podcasts. Always Compete Podcast. Thank y'all for watching. Signing out. Until next time. Peace out.
See ya.